Now, since I already made a video about shonen, it only makes sense that I do the exact opposite now and make shoujo. Now, shoujo shows in itself are designed more for the female market. That's why there's less fighting, there's less blood and gore, but I still find them enjoyable. Why? Just because a show is designed to be watched for girls doesn't mean that guys can't enjoy it. And just because a show is targeted towards guys doesn't mean that girls can't enjoy it. I mean, I know for certain some guys, myself included, enjoy some magical girl shows. And I know for certain some girls enjoy some shonen shows. It's just a thing. It's like girls watching Marvel movies like the Avengers because, well, it's a fun show. And maybe they like Chris Hemsworth or Chris Evans. Or Downey Robert Jr. I don't know. And the same thing can be said where guys watch shows that are more, well, lady-oriented, like Disney princess live-action movies because, I know, the actors are pretty. I mean, let's face it, eye candy is always welcome. And that's the thing. The same thing can be said about anime, just a bit different. Now, one of the things I enjoy in anime is not just the fan service, I also enjoy the stories. And the thing about the shoujo tag is, normally the accompanying tag is romance. And boy oh boy, I do like a good romantic story. And while there are some good romantic story in shonen, like, you know, nisekoi, generally it's also followed by the harem tag, which kinda takes away a little of the romance, but it throws in a bit of comedy. Shoujo, however, have a more romance-heavy aspect to it. Now, there's always the easy recommendation of Fruits Basket, but if you're gonna watch it, you might as well watch the new one and not the old one. The old one was rushed, the story is kind of incomplete, some characters aren't even there, and it just feels lackluster because, one, the art style is old, and two, because it's rushed and it's completed before the manga even got completed, the ending is a little bit not to my liking considering I know the full story. And in comparison to that, the newer one is more faithful to the original version because, well, the original version's already completed, so it kind of has the full script to work with. Now, albeit there are some alterations, but it's really minor alterations that doesn't really get in the way of you enjoying the show. But I digress. Shoujo. Why is it good? Now, if you're to look at old shoujo shows like Sailor Moon and all that, maybe they are more for girls. Definitely designed for girls and not for boys. But if you're to look at the more recent ones like Madoka Magica Puella, yeah, magical girl, cute, some girls might like it, but if you look at more than episode 1, it quickly changes from a show targeting girls to a show targeting guys. And even if one might argue that it's not really a shoujo show, if we're to look at shows like Fruit Basket, yeah, it's for girls. If we're to look at shows like Arte, that's definitely for girls. But the thing is, us guys, we don't just think with our boners, we also like to think with our brain and our heart. And shows like that we definitely can enjoy as well. Like, for example, if you were to give Fruit Basket or Arte the benefit of the doubt, you'll find a really enjoyable show. And in both cases, female empowerment, but done in the right way, unlike some live action shows that I will not be naming. Charlie's Tenshi. I know it's not the actual title, but if you know a little bit of Japanese, and that one was honestly kind of very obvious, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, that's just the thing. Shoujo shows can be enjoyable for guys as well. Like for me personally, my list of shoujo shows are not just this, but I'm just gonna mention the ones that comes right out on the top of my mind. Akuyaku Reijo, and then obviously the ones I've been mentioning, Arte, Fruit Baskets, and then there's also Akagami no Shirayuki Hime, and to be honest, so many more, but I'm not going to get too deep into it. But yeah, that's shoujo. Technically, it's targeted towards girls, but if guys would give it a chance, it's actually enjoyable. So, yeah, that's it.